Hi, I'm Mark from L&M Small Engine. Today we're working on it's made by Baja Motorsports, a 150cc go-kart. I bought this down in Arkansas, kind of sight unseen as a kind of a project go-kart. Anyways, all the wiring's is shelled on it, so we're gonna go and strip all the wiring off this and put a new wiring harness on this. So hope you enjoy the video. As you can see, all the wiring's either burned or corroded off or missing parts. Wire there got melted. It's missing the wires to the electric choke on the carburetor, and they have a positive and a negative for a ground. So we're just gonna take everything off and just start all brand new again. So the easiest way to do this, you got a pair of wire cutter. We're just gonna cut everything off. All the plugins are all just brittle and everything. Probably gonna see the starter wire. Takes a 10mm to take it off the old solenoid. Okay, we got all the old wiring removed. Now we're gonna start installing all our new wiring. So right now we'll put the new Stattor and trigger coil. Install our two 8mm bolts. Okay, now we're going to put the flywheel on, line the keyway up. Put our washer on, and our nut here. Make sure that's on there nice and tight. Now our fan. Now our fan cover. Okay, let's lower this down a little bit and start hooking up some more wiring. Okay, we got the Stattor and everything in. Got the coil put on. And I was going to use a universal wiring harness. It was like for a four-wheeler and stuff, but the wires weren't long enough to get up to by the steering wheel for the key switch and stuff. So I got a longer one, and the one I was going to put on there had this push button start on there. Well, this thing's set up for key start, and there's our light switch and our on-off switch. I just got done putting that stuff in. So now we can go ahead and start hooking up everything on the motor. Put on everything through here for now. And pretty much like the coil and the CDI box and the voltage regulator all have different plugs, so hopefully we'll get it all figured out. This didn't even come with sometimes you get a little book with the wiring, like the other wiring came with this one here. But this wiring harness didn't come with nothing, so I think we'll get it figured out. But we'll start down there by the battery. I'll hook the negative up. I'm not going to hook the positive up until we get everything all hooked up. So here's our positive wire, that goes here. And here's our negative. We can go and hook the negative up. Reason I'm starting the battery and doing this is to make sure all the wires fit up to all the coil and the CDI box and all that stuff. So I can't find the exact right one that fits. That fits this one. The closest one I could find that fit is a for Carter Brothers. But with shipping and everything, they want doggone near $200 for it. Okay, we got the negative hooked up. And these two here, they're kind of square, but the round ends, these two here go to the CDI box. The CDI box goes up here. But we might have to move it because I don't know if the wires are going to be long enough. And they're not, so we'll have to move the CDI box. So these two here for the CDI box, they only go in one way. We'll just have to find a place to mount that. Then we need to hook up the electric choke off the motor. Here's for the electric choke. And then we gotta hook up the solenoid. And we hook up the Stattor. And these here for a coil. They're color coded too. Green goes onto the green, black goes onto the black. This negative here bolts up to the engine. Now our voltage regulator. I was gonna find a place to mount that because originally they mounted on the other side. So then this wire here, this is our power wire to the solenoid. So let's go to that side over there. Here's our solenoid. Get our washer and our nut. And when they bought these Chinese stuff, the wiring is pretty simple. Usually only one plug-in per thing. They usually don't got the same plug-in for two things. Not that I've run across it anyway. Okay, so now we can go back over the other side. Okay, let's run the wires up to the key switch and stuff. Hook up the light switch and the on-off switch. And these here are for the lights. So let me get some zip ties and start tying this down here. Figure out the right way to run this, I suppose. The wires for our lights. I'm just gonna go ahead and run this along the frame. Okay, we got all the wiring done and everything. Okay, but like you know, the wiring is pretty simple. Like each plug-in is for a certain thing. Even though they didn't send me a wiring, you know, but all the plug-ins fit certain things. So just take your time when you hook up your wiring, and everything will be all right. But anyways, appreciate you watching. If you like my videos, please press the like button and please subscribe. Anyways, you have a good afternoon.